We all know that people are exposed to so much content around social media and as well on other marketing tools like email campaigns. But can we actually do to stand out, to make sure that the right people, the relevant people, are going to notice our content and they will want to engage with that content? One of the things we can do is use, for example, a strong image. But another thing that we can actually do, and it's super important, is to use a strong and compelling headline. Okay, something that will catch our attention. For example, if we use it on an email campaign, a strong headline can actually help you to increase the amount of people that's going to open the email. Okay, on social media, they want to click on the video, they want to listen to your podcast, and so on. So, in today's episode, I'm going to share with you tips about how to actually write a strong headline. So, hi everyone, my name is Dana Ohana, and welcome to Big Brainer Podcast. This is the place where you're going to learn more about social media, brand building, and other marketing topics. And of course, it's all also about our journey as entrepreneurs. So, as I said, I want to share with you some tips to help you write a very strong headline because, as I said, it's got a lot of impact on how we making sure that we use it to reach out to the right audience. As well, it can help us to improve engagement, and through that we can actually focus and use it to convert followers to an actual clients. And that's why it's very important that we do certain things and use them in our headlines to make sure that we are attracting the right people and improving engagement. One of the things, for example, is to use keywords in our headlines. And we want to make sure that we're doing a keywords research and finding the words that our audience is searching for. Okay, not everyone's searching for it, but our specific audience, our niche. And we want to use those keywords in our headlines because this is going to help you to catch their attention. And through that, we also want to make sure that we have clarity in them. So we want to keep our headline clear, okay? Not too long. It can be short to the point, and that's the beauty of it. Even when defining your key message, if you can say your message in one sentence, it means it's going to be easier for you to market and brand your business. But if it's too long and it's too complicated, then you will need to work so hard on the explanation that you're going to waste time and energy, and it's not going to help you with your audience because it's going to be too long and too complicated for them, and they're going to skip. Because as I said in the beginning, we're exposed to so much content. We're looking for things that's going to make our life easier. So that's why you want to make sure that the headline is short, to the point, and clear, and you're using it, the keywords that's going to help us to communicate our main message, okay, without like having too many notes in it. Another thing that it's important is to use emotions. Okay, we want to make sure that we're infusing emotions into our headlines, that we're choosing as part of the keywords that we're searching for. We want to use those keywords as well that not only speak about the content we create and that's relevant to our audience, but also keywords that evokes feelings, okay, that will get our audience to resonate with us. Okay, we want to create a type of an emotional connection because if people in the past used to first think before they act, today people feel before they act. So we want to create that emotional connection. We want to have an emotional appeal that will eventually going to help you to significantly increase engagement. And that's our purpose, right? That's why we want a strong headline, because we want to catch their attention and through that to improve the engagement. Okay. As I said, like it can be on an email marketing to get more people to open. Okay. And in the content there, if we do the right job, so we get even more clicks and more conversion. If you use social media, so let's say we're using short videos, we want to have a strong headline that will catch their attention, that will make them want to watch it till the end, that will make them want to maybe save it, share it, comment, or reach out to you. Or if we having on social media that we're sharing a YouTube link or like a podcast link or an article on LinkedIn and so on, we want to use every tool we have, right, to help us to increase exposure and increase engagement. So emotion is part of it. So when we're looking at our headlines, so as I said, like if I'll sum what I said up until now, is about to make sure that it's clear, okay, that your message is clear there, that we're using keywords that related to our audience, keywords that related to the content itself, but also keywords that evoke any type of feelings and emotions that resonates with our audience. But other things that it's important also to make sure that we have in our headline is to ensure that our headlines are actually, and the reason why I said, I know it sounds maybe like obvious, but it's actually not, because when I look at some other people content, this is one of the things that people are lacking of, and it's to make sure that like and ensuring that our headlines are directly related to the content that we are sharing. Okay, so if you share a content on a specific topic, on a specific question, something like that, it's around your business, in your business, but you speak not like, let's say, that I'll create content not just on social media or I'll content creation on a certain tip. I want to make sure that I'm using headlines that is relevant to that specific content and not just speak in something very generic, something big. Okay, we want to be very accurate. That's why, if I'll link it to the clarity part, this is what's important. And that's why we're using keywords, because those keywords we want to use, we don't want to use them just because I'm not going to use just social media marketing because those are the keywords that my audience is searching for. But I want to make sure that I'm using social media marketing for a local business, for example, because it's more accurate, it's more related to that specific content that I'm going to share, that you're going to share. Okay, we want to make sure you be using those keywords that represent the core theme of your post. Another tip that I want to share about this is to be unique, to differentiate your headlines from others. So it can be by incorporating keywords that can highlight what makes your content unique or stand out. But it can also be maybe using a unique angle, a perspective, maybe using like different emojis as well to this to express a certain type of emotions. Okay, and really try to think, when you want to be unique, it's about how am I unique? Okay, you, the brand, you, the person, you, the person behind the brand. How are you being unique? And what's unique with your target audience? Because usually it's supposed to be something very similar, because we want to attract people that are, close to us in the values, in the way we think, in the way we act, and so on. So we want to make sure that we're finding something unique, that it's not like, oh, cool, like this is like something I do, and like, and others might not be understanding, but you want to think about your audience as well through that. So you want to find a way to incorporate, as I said, like keywords or maybe emojis, and think about how you can actually speak about things and share what exactly the content is about, which also your audience is going to find is relevant. So, you know what? I'll give you, for example, an example. Let's say I want to share a post about new healthy recipe for avocado toast. Okay, so I can maybe come with a headline, and I want to think about it from the side. Okay, what's relevant? The relevance part is that it's an avocado toast recipe. For the clarity, I want to speak maybe about quick and nutritions. The emotion side, like I want to speak on the healthy side of things, of the foodie side. We all love food, right? We all want to feel like we're eating healthy. On the uniqueness part, I can speak about the new or maybe a unique twist. And then I can come and think about a headlines that kind of combine them all together. So I can maybe come and say something around transform your breakfast routine with this quick nutrition, nutritious, avocado toast recipe. Okay. And then I can, of course, come with different hashtags that also related um, to this headline. Okay, so I can even just say it like this: transform your breakfast routine with avocado toast recipe, and then I can put a hashtag healthy eating. That's it. So it can be very, very simple. And of course, you can take it to every business. So, and what you're exactly doing and creating content about. So I do recommend for you learn more about your audience, find the right keywords, okay, that describe your business and what you do. Find the right keywords as well for the emotional triggers that you want to do, and then see which one of those keywords are relevant to that specific content and use it. And if you're struggling with that, you can always use ChatGPT or any other AI generators, and you can use them, for example, to find your headlines. One of the tricks that I like to do, because you don't always have right the mindset and the creative moment like that. I'll come with an idea. So one of the things you can do is, for example, write like any ideas for headlines about X topic. And one of the things that I do, I click enter and then another enter, and then I add use five keywords. So I'm actually combining keywords that AI technology already generated for me as per the topic of the headlines, and then they give me options. And through that, I choose which one is best and which one is not so much, and maybe how maybe I can combine some of them and use them as a start. So this is one of the tricks that like what I use. So yeah, so I hope you find this episode as valuable. I would love to hear from you. And of course, you're more than welcome to follow me on social media. Search for Big Dot Consulting.